So have you been in a situation whereby you read, studied for a very long time and still ended up not performing well in that exam which you studied for, in that test which you prepared for? Well, trust me, I've been in that situation and I know how it feels. It's very frustrating. That's why I went out of my way to check study-based researches, study-based ways to, study smarter and not harder, while still getting far better results compared to when you even studied very hard. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into the video. Hello everyone, welcome to the Psyche Gym. Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, it's good to have you guys back with me. And if you're new to this channel and you're here to subscribe, please do subscribe, like this video, and click on the notification bell so that you can be notified when I post new videos. And your comments too are well appreciated. I'll make sure to reply every comment in the comment section. Yeah, so that being said, let's get to the juice of this video. Okay, so this approach to studying smarter, it involves 4 basic steps. Yeah, so the first thing is you have to practice recall. Then the next thing is you practice brain dumping. Then the next thing is you practice retrieval. And the final thing is answering questions related to what you studied. What does the first thing do? What do I mean by recall? So to recall means, say you attended a lecture, you had a class, then you are done with the class. So what you do in recall is you try to remember 2 things. Remember 2 things you learned from that class. So you just left the lecture hall, you've not read anything, you've not studied any material, just fresh from the lecture room, or anytime you plan to study now. So you sit down and try and recall what you learned, just at least 2. Yeah, so once you've done that, the next step now is to do a brain dump. So by doing a brain dump, what I mean is you take a book, a sheet of paper, whichever one is convenient for you, then you write down everything that the first thing I said was trying to recall it, but each time around you're writing it down like you are teaching someone. Write it down like you want to teach someone. You're writing an explanation of these things, of this thing you've learned, of you've recalled. You're writing it down to someone. Then now the next thing after the brain dumping now is practice retrieval. So when it's time for retrieval, what you do is you read on that stuff, that material that that lecture you had, you read about it without taking notes. Just read about it, understand it without taking notes. Once you've done that, you now write down what you can recall from what you read. Yeah, remember for the retrieval, for the brain dumping, you're writing down without prior reading. But this time around now, you're writing it down after reading that material, after reading that subject which you were taught. So after writing down, then you now go back again to what you read. So for the retrieval, you read without taking notes, you write it down, then you read again back. So all the things that these activities are doing is trying to consolidate the memory. Not just memory can easily fade away, but it's trying to strengthen your brain's accomplishment, your brain's consolidation of that memory, solidifying it to a long-term memory, not just short-term. That's all what you are basically trying to do. So that's a smart approach to use. Then the final thing is, now you've read, you've satisfied, you've tried to recall, you've done brain dumping, you've practiced retrieval. Then you now look for questions related to that subject, whether it be a multiple choice question or theory question or German questions or objective, any form of questions that you can find, and answer them. So once you've answered these questions, you can grade yourself. Maybe you really understand that topic, or you still have more readings to do. So all the ones that you miss out, those are the ones that you now get to know more about. So all the questions, let's say you answered 10 questions and you missed out 4. Those 4 are the ones you go and check out and try and perfect. Yeah, so that's all. Those are the strategies you can use to study smarter, and instead of stressing yourself and studying hard without a good result. Right, so I hope these strategies will help you, because it actually have helped me, and that's why I can confidently share it with you. So if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and you can share with your friends. Tell them about this channel if they are interested in self-development and being better versions of themselves. Yeah, so that's all, guys. Don't forget to stay psyched.